The first thing this man does every morning upon waking was serve the nuns. Before he could fully shake off sleep, the nuns were already watching him with meaningful glances. Then they would take turns entering his room for physical activities with him. What they didn't know, however, was that this man was actually a fraud. The story began a few days earlier when he was working in the fields. An old man resting in the shade suddenly shared an incredible tale. The nuns at the mountaintop convent were all stunningly beautiful. The old man had worked there once thinking it would be an easy job, but discovered those nuns were incredibly lazy. He toiled under the scorching sun during the day, and at night had to cater to their various bizarre demands. Exhausted in body and spirit, he eventually managed to escape, but young, vigorous Jack was captivated by the story. The next day, he pretended to be mute and snuck into the convent. The nuns, taking pity on him, hired him as a handyman. One sweltering afternoon, while Jack was hard at work, two nuns passed by. Though they praised Jack's diligence with their words, their eyes couldn't help wandering elsewhere. The nuns suddenly had a wicked thought. Since Jack couldn't speak, he couldn't tell anyone what happened. So the two nuns took Jack to a cave, where one stood guard at the entrance while the other enjoyed exercising with Jack. Though the man pretended to be oblivious, he was secretly delighted. But in this small convent, the secret between the three quickly spread. Other nuns, wanting their share of the benefits, petitioned the abbess. The abbess had no choice but to create a strict rotation schedule, keeping Jack busy from dawn till dusk. As time went on, Jack's body grew increasingly weak, and he had to tell the abbess he was ill. The abbess was shocked, believing this work had miraculously cured Jack's muteness, and refused to let him leave. Not long after, Jack finally collapsed from exhaustion.